I'm going to do a review here on this HDX Home Depot window fan that I got. It's a 19-inch window fan, and it has independent fan blades that operate independently. You could turn them one on and one off, for example. So let me go ahead and show you the fan here. So the fan itself has two on-off switches here, so you can see here that there's actually 3 speed settings, 1, 2, and 3. 0 is off, and you could do the fan spinning so that it pushes air out, or one fan blowing in, and this side will blow in and this side will blow out. So this is what exchanges. Or you could push it down and have both the fan blades having air blown in. This is the temperature setting. So let me go ahead and turn it on so you could actually see how noisy it is. So I'm going to turn one of the fans on. And if you could hear that noise, now it's spinning at a constant rate, so I'm going to turn it up a little higher to medium. And remember, this is just this side of it. This side is not turned on. And I'm going to turn it all the way to high now. So you can see I'm actually in an apartment, so my windows are huge compared to a standard house size windows. So this is only with one blade turning. Let me turn on the other one to low. Medium. And high, and I'm standing about a 1.5 feet away here. And if I step back to be about 4 feet away, this is what you hear. Now the wind that it's blowing in is pretty decent. From about 15 feet away, I could still feel it. So it does circulate the wind very well. Now it does come with an extender, so you just kind of clip it onto this side if you need to, and to also extend this. Now I actually have a screen here, so there's no need for me to do that. But this side of it extends out like an accordion, and it extends out about another 6 inches. Now I do have a watt meter, so when I plug in the electrical outlet, I could see how much wattage the fans are using. So let me turn this down so you could actually hear me. Now the amount of energy that it uses in the low setting, it uses 19 watts per fan, and then the medium setting uses 22 watts per fan, and the highest setting uses 27 watts per fan. So if I max out both of the fans, it'll use 54 to 55 watts. And that's what I've seen with the watt meter that I've been used to measure how much electricity it actually uses. So you could think of it as turning on, a good 60 watt light bulb for hours on end. But that's only if you turn it on high. To me, when I turned it to medium, which uses 22 watts per fan, it seems to be fairly sufficient. So let me take this out here. So my windows are actually a lot wider. They're kind of industrial sized windows. So but it still actually does fit. But I wanted to slip this out and give a good look of the profile. So this is how it looks from the top. It's actually pretty thick. So, but if you look at how wide my window is, it's about I would say 2.5, 3 inches wide. So it does fit if you look at the profile here. And what happens is I actually rest that bottom piece onto that lower edge there. So you could see how it goes, how it fits in. So, but for the most part, that's really it. I think it's a great deal. I bought this at Home Depot for $35. On sale, it was actually $32. So I thought it was a good buy. It's well worth keeping. For the other fans I saw on the internet that have 2 independent on and off switches, they were well into the $40, $50 for even a 7-inch fan, much less this 9-inch fan. Now, one thing I would say about this is one of the disadvantages here is the blades are tailored to blow air in. So even when you do the exchange and it's blowing air out, this one blows air out and this one blows air in to exchange the air in the room. The one that's blowing out actually doesn't seem like it's sucking a lot of air out, but maybe that's just my impression. So I definitely would, you know, if you look closely at these switches here, I definitely would just use it for blowing air in. Though, you know, perhaps maybe if you're doing some cooking or whatever and you don't have ventilation, maybe blowing the air out and using the 2 blades will be somewhat beneficial. So, but in any case, this is the fan, and I hope this review will be very helpful for you. Thank you for watching.